Hey guys, so I wanted to do a quick video. We did some edits to this client's website. They actually asked us to model their website, re-mock-up and design after another website. The website that they gave us, it had some decent aesthetics. There were some concerns as far as SEO, but I worked around it. So this is the website that they gave us that they wanted us to kind of model some of their updates around. This is the home page. It's an agency, lots of movement. These were what some of my concerns were. Some of this was really slowing down some of the load time, especially on mobile devices. Also, there's some really good images on here, and the client did not provide content as of yet. So pretty much when I present this to her, I'm going to let her know that she's got to provide content, and then we can kind of fill in the blanks. But this is the website that she sent for us to kind of model after. And this is the current website. This is her current homepage. She's just a business consulting business. She came to us with this was a brand new business, kind of just starting, had some updates that I believe were made a little bit on the back end. There we go. I had to refresh some updates that have been made on the back end. But all in all, this is what the homepage looks like. So what we did was gave her a mock-up. This is the mock-up that we will be presenting. Again, modeled after the website that she showed. We did have to do some creating of some things. So for instance, download our pamphlet. The model that she showed us had that downloadable PowerPoint. So we made one for her based upon all of her services. Just used some of the images that she had given us, and then added some more clarity to what they specialize in, with some buttons and things like that that can actually move and integrate. She did not have a video, so we actually created this out of nothing. There was just a couple of still images that we did have, and on top of the still images, we had not had updated images from her for about 2 years. So of course we love the power of AI, being able to create adding them to still images. And so that's what we pretty much did here. Just used it to create somewhat of a placeholder for her. And this is where we will let her know we just need a video, and we can place that video here, and it can be in place of what we've got for now. This is also another section that was a part of the other website. Again, these are just placeholders, but when you hover over it, it does give a little bit of information about what she feels as far as her power, her passion, her purpose. So a little bit more interaction there. Also, there was some credibility badges on the other website, so we went ahead and added that here. And then, of course, we wanted to always make sure we've got the inspirational leader on the forefront. We did go ahead and add the vision and mission statement. She had somewhat of a vision and mission statement, but it wasn't completely explained. So we just kind of cleaned it up a little bit, added it to the homepage, just like the model website. And again, added that pitch deck that we created for her right there. I don't know if you saw before I refreshed the screen, her blogs were kind of not centered. So we went ahead and fixed that. But we also created her own custom thumbnails for the blogs that she had, and added an additional blog or two. So I believe she hadn't had a blog posted since 2024. So we added 2 blogs based upon the keywords that it looked like she was declining in. So we went ahead and did all of that for her ahead of time. The next change that we made was she did not have an About Us page. So what we did was we took these 3 pages here that she has with a bunch of information and articles. One is called Passion. The other is called Her Power. And then the last one is Her Purpose. We used all of this information to create her new About page. We added all the keywords where it matters. We put that video that we created right here. And again, this is just a placeholder. We hope that she'll share a video with us, and then we can replace it with this one here. But we added all that information to one page. There's several reasons why we did this, but this will definitely ultimately help her rank, not just in Google and search engines, but also in AI. So there's blurbs on who they are, specifically about her, the services that they offer, broken down and simplified, who they target and work with, the approach to how they advise and execute their marketing strategies, why they are the one that you should choose, and then of course the areas that they serve. We also went ahead and added a resources section. She didn't have that on her website either. Now we're going to be working with her to fill in the blanks, but we're basically going to show her this section and say, if this is who you target, we definitely recommend that you have these type of resources available on your website for each of these industries. So these are just going to be some talking points as we go through and review the website page redesigns. And then we also added this really cool interactive button here. Because she works with the government, we definitely know that she's going to always encourage people to become vendors for the city as well. And so what we did was we added a cool button here that basically you can apply to become a vendor. And when you click this, it actually goes right to the website where you can apply and register to become a vendor. We also have it to where if you need help with the process and they click this button, it just goes right to their contact page. So these were the changes that we made. We also added some FAQs at the bottom. Not sure if you guys know, but this is really good for search engines as well as AI. And we just asked some of the main questions that we figured people would want to know the answers to if they came to this particular page. So if you have any questions, you guys, you can always let me know. But overall, I hope that this preview kind of shows you a little bit about what we do and why we do it, and what some of the outcome looks like when we are just given small tasks like just revamping pages, adding content, and putting them in ways that are more SEO optimized while still keeping in mind what the client wants and being able to also marry their vision in with the most proper SEO and best practice for Google. Talk soon.